My dear Antoinette, thank you for seeing me. Normally I would call first, but my thoughts were racing even faster than my feet. There is something I must tell you, show you, really. No postmark, no return address. The envelope was drenched, so I don't know if you can tell, but that plain young girl is me. I didn't grow into what one might refer to as my looks until my 40s, and by then, well. But that was me, lying quite chastely, I'll have you know, across fair-haired Anders Newstadt's lap. The bashful, handsome fellow next to us is Caleb Pritchard. They were such beautiful, strong men. I don't mean physically, though that much is obvious. They were both so kind and warm and deeply honourable. Anders and Caleb were my closest, dearest friends before you, Antoinette. We shared such quiet intimacies. They were like brothers, only without that barrier that siblings have that make them like each other only so much. But we were bound by our souls. Which is why this photo disturbed me so. You see, Antoinette, Anders and Caleb never met. Anders left to fight in Korea months before Caleb arrived. When Anders returned, he'd settled elsewhere. Caleb only stayed for a year. He had wanderlust. I would get postcards, for a time. It's been ages since I heard from either. And now, I wondered, what does it mean? What is this devilry that has torn time and my heart asunder, that these two men should suddenly haunt me? Is there another world, a kinder one, where we are all together and happy, and this somehow made it through to this one, to me? Was this some perverse attempt by the cosmos to mend my heart? Because if it was, it did not succeed. It was nothing short of cruel. Well, I had to find out. I was able to reach Anders. I asked him if he knew about the photo, and he did. I asked, how was this possible? How these two men, who so separately shared my heart, could suddenly be ensnared by time. And he said, Photoshop. And I said, what's that? It turns out he and Caleb met recently. They got to talking about their travels, the military, wars fought and missed, which brought them back to where they were from, which brought them to me. They'd kept their photos of our friendship, and Anders combined them for me. Then he put Caleb on the phone. Suddenly, we were the people in this picture. Caleb and Anders are 75 years old, and for the first time they are in love with each other, and they credit me for bringing them together. Across time, across distance. So I had to show this to you, because when I first saw it, I wanted to run to you. I wanted you to be scared with me, or tell me there was nothing to be scared of, to solve the mystery with me, for there to be somewhere in some universe a photo just like this of us. I wanted all these things so badly that it frightened me all the more, so the last thing I could do was come to you and seek your aid, your comfort, your companionship. But now I've done everything else, so here I am, doing that one last thing, following the signs. believing in magic. It's getting dark. I must go. But before I do, Antoinette, tomorrow afternoon, will you come over and join me for tea? And will you bring your phone, the one with the fancy camera? I would like that very much.